Well, hello there again. I hope it's again, and that you're here for another story. I'd like to tell you a story about spirits in the Philippines. There was a Filipino president of our small church in the Manila area, and he came to me one day, obviously very nervous, and asked if he could talk to me. He says, "Reverend, I'm not sure how to ask you this, but I really need your advice about something." And I said, "Joe, tell me the story. What's up?" "Well, Reverend, I've been, he's obviously uncomfortable. I've been asked by some people to help a young woman in a nearby apartment in our neighborhood. There are some spirits who are trying to remove her soul." I said, "Joe, tell me the rest of the story." He said, "Well, I know that you American people perhaps don't even believe in such spirits. Should I go on?" "Oh, yes, Joe, come on. Tell me the story. Let's go." "What happens, Joe, if the spirits do remove her soul or her spirit?" "Well, Reverend, then she will be like crazy. She will have insane symptoms, maybe even die." "I see. And the girl's family is asking you to help?" Yes, Reverend. You see, I have certain gifts for dealing with spirits. At one time in my life, I was even approached to be a bailan. Do you know what a bailan is? Well, I have an idea, Joe, but maybe you should tell me. A bailan is like an intermediary between the spirit world and the world of regular people. I had the gifts necessary, and I have them, to deal with spirits, but I refused to be a bailan because I wanted to remain an undivided Christian. "Well, Joe, if you would help her, would you be working with this girl as a Christian worker, or would you be using pagan spirit forces?" "Oh, Pastor, I would be as a Christian. My mind is Christian. I cannot work any other way. Can you help me? Tell me what to say. Give me some ideas." Well, I'm sitting there, and my mind is racing through the New Testament silently, and I'm trying not to look dismayed or confused, but I don't have a clue what to say. And I'm thinking, is there some place in the Bible where this is dealt with somehow so that I can give Joe some kind of answer? And it kind of comes to me, and I talk to him, and I say, "Joe, to be honest with you, I've never really dealt with this situation or these questions before, but I do remember that somewhere in the New Testament, St. Paul talks about spirits. And he doesn't deny their existence, but he does show how Jesus Christ, when he died and rose from the dead, won the victory over the spirits of the days of Bible times. And maybe that message would be the one that you could take. In the Bible, those spirits are called principalities or powers, sometimes authorities or thrones, sometimes angels, different names. But the message is the same. Jesus wants his people to be free from the control of those spirits, and he died and rose to bring that victory and the freedom. Could you use that message as you worked with the girl? "Oh, Reverend, that's the only way I can do it. I'm a Christian." Well, Joe, if you're looking for encouragement from me, I'm going to give it. I think you should go and help that girl as much as you're able to do. In the name of Christ, do it. I would just ask, though, if you could keep me informed, because I'm learning through this experience too. Keep me informed about how things go and how it goes with the girl and her family, would you please? Oh, yes, Reverend, I'll give you regular reports. Okay, let's have a prayer. I want to send you on your way in the name of Christ, and then go and do what you can. Well, Joe went, and the report came back that the girl was okay. Somehow she had been carried through the crisis, and she and her family were comforted. And I had still another lesson in my continuous learning experience of how to deal with peculiarly Filipino things that they never talked about in the seminary, things that nobody ever taught me. I was having to learn, and it was a blessing. I enjoyed it and continued to feel challenged by Filipino beliefs and customs, and honored that there were Filipino people who would come to me and talk about such things. They taught me, I learned, and that's one of the joys that we had in living in a foreign country. I'd like to encourage you to think about at least visiting foreign countries, seeing what you could learn.